Hello, this is Heidi Castillo. I'm a Kaizen coach at armonientuvida.com, and today we're going to talk about self-growth. How we have three questions. First one, how can you be sure that you are doing the right things to increase your self-growth? The second is how you measure. The third one, which are the most important actions that you have as a result of your self-growth. So the first thing, how can you know that what you're doing it's self-growth? That is really important because if you're aware of which are the activities that you're doing, is more probable that you're gonna see if those activities. Hello, Donald. If those activities are what really make you feel like this self-growth is happening in your life. And this has to be with something that you feel it inside. You feel like you're growing. Perfect. You're satisfied, you're happy, you are healthy, you are changing and enjoying this change in your life. Then you are growing. If you stay in the same position for too long, in the same activities, in the same daily routine, the most probable is that this self-growth is not happening. And the worst that it can happen is that those activities that you're doing daily, you are not enjoying. That is a very bad signal that you are not self-growing. But the good news is that as human, you can change. You can choose. And that is wonderful. Other beings, let's say animals, they cannot choose. They just have to do what their instinct tells them. And as human beings, we have this marvelous bliss of choosing. Every time that you don't like something that you are having in your life, you have the precious virtue, blessing to choose, to do something different. Even though that the event itself, you cannot change it, you can have a different perspective about the same issue. That is the main goal. In the moment that you choose to see the same challenge with another eyesight, with another view, everything becomes different, even though the same problem. Hello, Mejia. This is really important that you are aware that you are choosing to see things different and acting. Action is one of the things more important. Thank you, Mejia. Hello. This is the video in English, Mejia. I hope you don't mind. So, the second question was, how can you measure this part of self-growth? How can you measure? You measure by results. Sometimes we want to say a lot of things, a lot of words, but without action, it's worthless. So, what do we need to do? We need to set some parameters, set some or a lot of ways to measure this success, this self-growth. Thank you, Mejia. In the first, Mejia, en el primer video está en español. So, as I was saying, how can you measure? You measure by the results you have, by all the actions that you are doing right here, right now. How can you choose which activities can really make you to increase that self-growth? Anything that makes you feel better within yourself, better in all areas of your life. Let's say that you improve your temper. I have bad temper. Okay, work on it. That is self-growth. Work on it actively, every single day. Every single day. The moment that you stop growing as human being. And that is really sad, because we are here to experience life, to experience the best version of ourselves. But we need to know what do we need to do, and we need to do it as fast as we can to take action. We can have a lot of good wishes, a lot of good intentions, but that is not enough. What really makes us different from animals as that is consciousness, awareness. That consciousness will help us to choose. We can have mistakes, yes, of course. Make all the mistakes you can. You're gonna learn a lot. We can not be afraid of making mistakes. That is a huge mistake, because usually when we do things correctly at the first time, we don't care. Yes, we don't care, because it didn't cost us nothing. I don't know how I do it, how I did it. But when we make a mistake, we are like, oh no, this I don't like. I really don't want to feel like this again, ever. So we put a lot of attention. So we try to understand what we did wrong. So we learn more than when we do things good at the first time. So don't worry about making mistakes. By making mistakes, we are more aware of what we really like, what we are not going to accept in our lives, and that is really important. So the third question was, which are your achievements? And that is wonderful. Self-growth you can measure by all what you have achieved in life. And remember, we don't need to compare ourselves with the achievements of someone else. You need to learn something, so you achieve something. You need to achieve something, you work for it. It can be a lifetime, yes, but you need to be motivated enough to don't stop fighting. I think one of the most important things in my case, in my opinion, for self-growth was to learn to meditate. There are not enough words to say that helped me to understand more of myself, more to be more caring, more to be really kind, and not to say that I was kind and I was not. That was a really tough thing for me, because sometimes we think that we are something, but our results, our interactions with other people say different. So it's very important that we have this chance of self-growth as humans, and to choose wisely. If I don't like this, can I change it? Sometimes I can't. Okay, then your perception change. the way you see that same thing, and everything becomes different. Even though that you don't change the event itself. There are a lot of things outside happening. Yes, I know. But it's your mindset. It's the way you see things, how you're gonna react to them. If I start crying, will I change something about what is happening outside? No. If it does, I will start crying from my heart. But it doesn't. So the right mindset changes everything. It's not that I don't care. No, it's not. But it's that I'm aware that being in a low vibration, I don't help no one. Imagine me here with, instead of smile, crying. No, I want you to cheer you up. I want you to be motivated, to find yourself, your inner motivation. So, do I care what is happening outside? Yes, but I cannot change it. The only thing I can change is how I can see this, what is happening outside. How I see it is how I'm strong. It's how I stand up and not be on my knees or being in a low vibration. I can't. I can't afford that. I can't choose that. And that means that I have the strength enough, the motivation enough to be up. Hello, Omar. So it's very important that you choose this self-growth. The pace, how you do it is very personal. It's a very internal choosing. It's something that you need to find your self-motivation in order to choose which activities, which environments, which information you choose into your life. That is important, that you choose all the time. So I hope you can apply any of this. If you can apply one thing, it's gonna be very strong in your life. This self-growth is every single day. We choose to grow or we choose to walk backwards. What is gonna be for you? So I hope that this was interesting, and tell me, which are your biggest goals, your biggest achievements in your life through self-growth. Thank you very much for your time and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.